What's going on, everyone? This is D with Steadfast Fit Life. You're watching video 11 of my 2024 weight loss transformation. Week 10, we started off weighing in at 269 pounds. I expressed my just joy and excitement for losing over 3 pounds from week 9 going into week 10. We're still doing 75 hard. We are currently on day 24, so just continue on the journey. But last week, week 10, weighing in at 269, and I told you guys I'd be running a half marathon from week 10 to week 11, which I'll touch upon after I tell you my weigh-in. So for this Monday, week 11, we are currently weighing 267.4 pounds. No, actually, sorry, 267.6 pounds, meaning that from week 10 to week 11, we saw a 1.4 pound deficit. So, still losing weight, not as much as from week 9 going into week 10. However, I am content. We're still, pushing the needle, still being consistent. So, I don't expect every single week to have the same amount lost, but what matters is that I'm continuing on this journey. I am committed to completing 75 hard, and we're just going to keep the ball rolling into the spring. So let's talk about something I mentioned in my most recent video, which was my half marathon. Today's Monday, so 2 days ago, I completed my first ever half marathon. Now, this was a virtual race. Unfortunately, I could not make the in-person race due to some travel plans, but I still committed to doing the race on Saturday. One thing that I think is important to mention, whenever you commit to something, you see it through no matter what is standing in your way. And that really, my commitment to that statement was really tested on Saturday, because for this virtual race, I ran the race and completed it in the rain. Now, not only was it raining, it was in the 40s, so it's cold, it's wet, winds blowing, but I still decided to go through with this race. This was a little different because it wasn't actual event, in-person event that I was attending. So if I would have, pushed the race off until the next day or did it on Friday, no one really would have known except for maybe myself, my wife, and a few friends that I shared this event with. But I woke up Saturday, it was raining. I knew it was going to be raining, and I knew that the rain would continue throughout the day. I still decided to go out there and get it. Now, the rain did offer a additional obstacle that I had to overcome, because I'm talking probably within the first 5-10 minutes of starting this race, my feet were soaked. Not only that, if I'm doing a self-guided race to where there's no aid stations, it's only me, or maybe even on group runs sometimes, I'll carry a water sack, water vest that I'll strap on, and I'll carry that with me back and forth unless my car is off of the trail wherever I'm running towards, convenient for me to just stop, get a drink, and keep going. So about 5 minutes into this race, it's raining, but my back especially was soaked. And that's when I realized that my water reservoir was not sealed properly. So as I'm, bouncing up and down, water is just seeping out of this thing. Fortunately, I only lost maybe half the contents, So I had to stop, screw the lid on a little bit better and continue on the way. Now, as far as time goes, and I'm going to share this time with you because, runners come very different shapes, sizes, and different times. I don't look like your typical runner, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So my time for this half marathon was 3 hours, 5 minutes, 44 seconds. The goal time that I had was under 3 hours. So I did not meet my metrics, but I still completed the race. And I really learned a lot as far as hydration, fueling, getting enough rest the night before, and recovery. So, I'm currently not a fast runner. That's a slow pace. And even when I went to submit my results, it said that I was bottom 30% of runners, I believe, for my age group. Hey, that's okay. Right now I'm 30%. So if I want to, I look at that number and say, okay, how can we go from 30% to 40%, which is better? The closer you are to 100%, the better. So, we have to start somewhere. So if you're a slow runner like myself, don't let that discourage you from going out there, following a training plan, and competing. You maybe not competing for Boston qualifying time or for Team USA, but you're just simply going out there and competing for your personal best. So this race, it was over 3 hours. Next race, hey, half marathon, let's go under 3 hours. Stepping stones, then from under 3 hours to under 2.5 hours, and so forth and so forth. I know that not every single half marathon that I'm going to complete is going to be 3 hours, 5 minutes. So, but I had to start somewhere. The race was longer than what I anticipated, and it was not a fun race, but I am glad that I kept my word, went out there and finished the race. And weren't a lot of folks out there either. I think for the first 7 miles, I only saw 3 or 4 other people, and hey, they were out there running. So it was just nice kind of seeing other folks who are committed to completing their goals. And even if there was not anyone out there, I was still going to be out there running my race. So for this upcoming week, week 11, I have another race that I'm doing on Saturday. It is not a half marathon. It's going to be a shorter race. I need to confirm the distance. But yes, so I got a race on Saturday. Still do my 3 cardio sessions a week and do my 8 weightlifting sessions a week, or calisthenics. Or calisthenics, because last week I switched some of my weight training around just so I can relax and give my body a break in preparation for the half marathon. But going back to the normal routine, we're going to up the intensity, and we're just going to get ready for the spring, the summer, so forth and so forth. So thank you guys for tuning to this video. Hope you all have a blessed week, and we will see you for week 12.